Hey guys.
Hello, welcome back.
Yeah, missed you guys last week, but we felt that it was kind of a good opportunity for us to take a little break, practice what we preach and stuff. Right, Rebecca?
Sure.
Take vacation, take time off.
I'm on vacation today and I'm on vacation tomorrow.
Look at. See, this is what happened. We had the PTO episode. She took more days off. It was 2 days, but
I
it's a
did.
start. It's a start.
Let's start. Yep.
Hi, Pat. Oh God. Um, Housekeeping, real quick. Zmertz and Liz a day both got their merch, their stickers from us. I think Zmertz posted some in the Discord, so join the Discord and uh, go check those out. They look really good. Like, we haven't even gotten any merch yet. We need to do that soon. Uh, but we'll also be like making more designs, so we have a little bit more in the shop. But I wonder if I have a merch call out on here. That is not what I needed to do. We do. Yeah, so there's our Redbubble shop. If you want to check it out and get something. If you see anything on there and you're like, the design looks good, but it's not placed properly. I tried to like fix everything manually, but you can just reach out to us and let us know. Um, yeah. What else we got?
We got aprons and notebooks that will change your life.
Yeah, I do want one of those notebooks because it's just don't don't laugh at me. They look really nice. I like the way the notebooks look. Adrian
What
made
did you
her.
ask last week? What the difference between a Capricorn and a Taurus is? And the difference is a Capricorn actually writes in the notebooks they buy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So for all you Capricorns out there, we have notebooks.
I think that's when we were talking to Mars because Mars is a
Oh, that's right.
yeah. Which, by the way, that was another housekeeping. We were supposed to have Mars on last week, but we had to reschedule. We're still rescheduling them, but that's still TBD. So Mars is still coming on the show. It just will be at a later date. Um, but yeah, thanks for hanging in there with us. And now we get to talk about LinkedIn. I can't believe we're doing a
LinkedIn to
LinkedIn
Facebook.
episode. It's really funny to me.
Listen, I I don't even know where to start, but LinkedIn has turned into Facebook, and instead of your aunt, your coworkers are on there.
Also, like,
Um,
also part Instagram. What did I wish I could remember what that was? I sent you a post a while ago where it was this girl who was like, it was like a post about work. And then
hmm.
she's like, and here's me, I don't know, it was like, and here's me taking
It
time
was a
off.
felt, yes, it was a felt cute, might delete later,
Yeah, it
like
was like,
pose.
I think she was like in a bikini, like on
Hmm.
vacation or something, like hanging out on a balcony. And I was like, this is so awkward.
The other one had a picture of her ass too, like she was in a bikini and
Oh,
you could
that's
see her
right. She was
ass
like
from the angle.
looking over her shoulder. Oops.
But so as a user of LinkedIn, like how do you like is LinkedIn important to you? Like do you update it often? Have you had connections? Like what is your relationship with LinkedIn?
Well,
Like are you a heavy
Mars
user?
and I met on LinkedIn, so that's cool.
Okay.
I don't use LinkedIn a lot, but I am on it and I like check it weekly.
Hmm.
Especially looking for a job. And that's part of the problem
Right.
with LinkedIn becoming like a Facebook or an Instagram is that it's so saturated with these bullshit posts that I feel like people trying to find work um, is getting buried a little bit. And that may not be the case, but that's kind of how I see it. Um, like reshare those of like people looking for work. Like you don't need to write a page about how your daughter's screwing up her
Hold on, we'll get
artwork.
there. We'll get there. We'll get there. That's
All right, what about you? But I do have like connections on there that
yeah,
like are valuable that are valuable. So
right. Yeah, most of my so that's how I got my current job was connecting with my boss. Um, most of my managers have been like Gen X and older, so
yeah,
they're on there, and so they tend to use they tend to use LinkedIn for networking, and they take your profile seriously, like looking at your profile. So I try to keep mine clean and tidy and just free of anything weird. Just no
I'd
weird.
probably post
Um,
weird stuff, but not like, but it's still about work. I don't, yeah.
yeah. We talked about the different, so in literature there are different archetypes. So you have like the hero, you have different things. And so in LinkedIn, we have multiple different types, multiple LinkedIn archetypes. And
Mm-hmm.
so the first one was the humble brag guy. Do you want to go ahead and talk about the one you saw
Wait, which
about his
one?
4 a.m. routine?
Oh, yeah.
He
So,
wakes up at 4 a.m., he dunks his head in cold
oh
water.
my God. Like, it was insane. And like, I'm actually surprised because I don't usually do this. Like, I don't usually get trapped by LinkedIn, but I was so annoyed by it that I commented and I thought everyone was going to be like, oh, shut up. Like, nobody actually like said anything back to me, which is fun, which is good. But yeah, it was just like an influencer video about like a day in my life. And like, first I get up at 4 in the morning. And then I have my assistant, personal chef, wife, partner, maybe bring me a giant bowl full of ice and a large bottle of like name brand. I am not sure. It could have been still, but I'm pretty sure it's like sparkling water, like expensive sparkling water. Dumps the entire bottle. It's like a wine bottle. Dumps the entire like wine bottle of water in the bowl. Dunks his head in it. Okay, dunks his head in ice water.
He wastes an entire
A whole
bottle of
bottle.
water.
Yep. Oh, but twice. Then, so that's what he does, like almost like within the first 30 minutes of waking up. And then he goes and like telling you his whole routine. And then he goes and he like goes down to the really nice gym that's in his like fancy, like high rise, expensive apartment. And then you see them like the employees there hand him a towel and he's like, oh, thank you. And then he like goes for a swim and then he comes back and he showers and he gets ready. And then like right before he goes into like his first meeting of the day, he does the same thing with the bowl and the ice and the another bottle
What the fuck?
of water. And I'm just like, okay. I mean, people say like that can be like good for your skin and like also like it does wake you up, but like just use sink water, dude. Like why is this a whole thing?
Also, why are you putting that on a professional networking site? It's only to make everyone who's seeing it feel bad about their own
No. It was an
morning routines. This is a guy who is this is Patrick Bateman level.
yeah.
Get
Oh,
ready with me.
yeah, absolutely. It is. It's insane. This guy might be a serial killer. Like, I don't know. Um
Probably. You're
likely.
putting your faith in ice twice in a row.
Yeah.
And now we're fucking talking about it, which was his goal
Yeah.
this whole time.
Well, I'm not going to say the brand of the water on the
No.
show. But it was just very
Yeah.
obvious like anytime the bottle was handed to him, it was facing the screen. And everyone was talking about it like, oh, like what's your 4 a.m., like what do you do that like really gets you going? And people were just like honestly responding, but I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, aren't there other people who are looking at this and like either, maybe like me and annoyed, but also some people looking at it and being like, oh man, if only I could get up at 4 a.m. I need to do that. And
Or I have kids and a whole
yeah,
household to run,
or
like
yeah,
the woman behind the camera who's fetching his ice bowls.
yeah, it's ice bowls. Ice bowl fetcher. I'm hiring an ice bowl fetcher. $10 an hour.
And wife.
Ten
Ice
dollars
bowl
an hour.
fetcher, wife, and breeder of children. Like,
But like, I just think that like, just like with every influencer on like fucking Instagram,
mhm.
it's everything is so catered and fake. And that was a sponsored post. That was all about
Okay.
advertising the water. And so it's like
Jesus.
my comment was just basically I just want to remind people of a couple of things like this is a sponsored post. This is what he does. He is getting paid for this. Just like on a tirade. I was in a mood.
You well actually, and he's getting paid any engagement he gets paid for.
I was in the mood, okay? And so I just went with it. And I was like, if you're feeling like shame because you're like, oh, I can't do that because I have kids or because of this or because of this, and you're feeling shame because it's like, oh, I should be able to do this. Look at this guy. Look at all he's doing. There's that. And there's
It's a fucking
also,
commercial. It's a fucking
but
commercial.
on top of that, wealth, money.
Oh,
Of course, it's easy when you have a personal chef do all your food prep, make all your meals, and then serve them to you. I would love that. I would eat so much better if I had a personal chef. Like, and
so
access
in
to a
the same
pool and a
vein,
gym. Yeah, go
oh
ahead.
yeah, the same vein is like guys who post what they made that year. I see a lot of guys posting like
Oh,
their, net worth or like what they made in a year, or they just do like the humble brag vacations at a very expensive place. It's just posting on LinkedIn as sort of like a here's what I've been doing, but it's really a wealth humble brag of like, ooh, I went to Turks and Caicos and you didn't, peasants.
who?
Um, and who's supposed to care about that?
Yeah.
His coworkers? This is what I mean. Who is supposed to see that and be like, either I want him to work for me or I want to work for him? Or are you just doing it? 3 is apparently a commercial for sparkling face water.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sparkling face
so
water. That's an episode title right there.
that's the first one. The second one is the unqualified white man who
Mm.
posts something like, I was really tired of working at a call center, so I decided one day to call myself a financial expert. And the next thing I know, and then I wrote about it, and here I am today, still not qualified, but making money somehow doing it anyway.
Because people call
And we're
themselves
supposed to be like,
anything on LinkedIn. That's another
yes,
thing. Is like
yes, you can do it too.
LinkedIn is not a fucking primary source. Like,
No.
in articles, when we're editing articles that writers give us and maybe they interviewed someone, I make them give me their LinkedIn just because like I want to look, but then also like a page on their website or the company site that says
Mhm.
this is who they are, this is their title. And do you know how many times those two things are completely different? It's like it could
Yes.
sometimes, I'm sure it's like they got a promotion or a title change or something like that, but a lot of times it's just like people are putting whatever they want on LinkedIn.
Right. So the mediocre man who's like, I've decided that this is what I am right now. And so it is. And everyone in the comments is like, oh my God, so inspirational. Way to go, buddy. You could do
Hey,
it.
Betty even takes his kids to the beach. Oh my god, what a guy. What a dad.
So it's the I did it and you can do it too, but not really guy. So that's the
Yeah.
second one. Is just the
S- Speaking of humble brags, though, do you remember, this was a while ago, I can't remember if it was this year, last year, but there was a post by somebody we know about like meeting with, my entrepreneur men's club or like whatever, and it was like a
oh
picture and it was
God. The
literally
founders
founders
club.
club.
It was meant exclusively for people who had started and sold their startups.
And the
So
and
basically,
white men.
a new millionaires, white
There
men.
was
It was a
one
millionaires club.
one person of color there. It was the rest all white men.
Well, that's their DEI efforts.
No women.
We're including an Asian millionaire, you guys. So
Yeah,
no,
it's fine.
chop. Yeah. Hi, I'm meeting with all of my other millionaire friends.
Right.
Fuck you, peasants.
I don't know, man. Maybe we
Which feels grotesque.
yeah. I was just gonna say maybe we need to reach out to these guys and see if they can bankroll the podcast. Little DEI efforts. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Q. Good morning.
The third type is someone like your sister-in-law who actually posts really practical and useful information.
Hmm.
She had one last week and it was like, if you're on LinkedIn and you take it seriously, here's what you need to be doing to your profile to get it to a point where it's ready to go if something were to happen. She goes, a lot of people make the mistake of updating their LinkedIn after they're laid off. You need to have your
Right.
LinkedIn working for you now. I was like, that's actually a really good idea. And I looked at mine and I didn't have any, like my bio was old and I didn't have a work description for my current job. And I was like,
Hmm.
and I didn't have any recommendations since 2023. I was like, oh, okay, I probably should. So there's people like that who are actually
Yeah.
taking this seriously and using it for what it's supposed to be and offering helpful advice.
Hmm. But then also, I think like I love her content. Love Heike's content. Um, but I think that also opens the door for all of these other people who are like, I'm a LinkedIn influencer, you know? That's the thing. It's super big right now, is like to be a LinkedIn influencer. Like that's huge. People are people jumped on it because it wasn't as hard to do as with the other platforms that are saturated with influencers already.
Yeah.
And you know
Yeah.
why? Because
Yeah.
LinkedIn isn't really a place for influencers.
No. Then there's the crash out. There's the crash out posts, which are, frankly, my personal favorite. Would you like to tell us what a crash out post is, Jamie?
Um, it's when
If you would like, I have some right here that I could read out loud if that's helpful.
you're literally like burning bridges and doing so in such an unhinged way, right? Like
Uh, how much dick did you have to blow to get that New York Times page? Fuck you,
said to a
Robert.
woman, said to a woman on LinkedIn, by the way.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah. Uh,
you should blow dick, Pat? Is that what you're saying? Pat goes, I should do that.
everyone in the company circle is a little more than little more than a cult follower who has nothing original to say, so they bootlick each other to stay relevant. Again, on a public forum where all their professional colleagues are.
That's amazing. And including my favorite, where he literally just says, what? To Robert.
Oh, fuck you, Robert. Fuck you, Robert. Just
Fuck
again
you, Robert. And
on a
just
public forum. Fuck you, Robert.
replying to the guy's posts. Or replying back because the guy was like, hey, this isn't appropriate for you to be on here saying these things. And then he was just like, fuck you, Robert. It's like,
Then, when he was looking for a job and he got a response saying thank you, but we're not hiring you, he posted his responses being like, well, why the fuck not? And arguing with the hiring manager who told him no in the first place. And he's like going back and forth and he's like, standing up for the little guy, blah, blah, blah. But all he does is look fucking insane.
mm-hmm.
And then a couple weeks later, some people may be wondering exactly how challenging it is to go through a job search while navigating a new life with borderline personality disorder.
Oh my God.
And then a whole 7 paragraphs.
It's interesting because like it is very Facebook, but at the same time, the thing that like it has that Facebook doesn't have is like I feel like I mean I haven't been on Facebook for like decades, so I couldn't tell you. But I feel like Facebook posts aren't usually as long. Like I feel like people on LinkedIn, they want to talk, you know. This is their like blog. LinkedIn is like their site.
Right.
So
This is my favorite. Personally speaking, a pattern of instability in personal relationships doesn't necessarily mean that I can't maintain friendships or a network. Like to remind you of, fuck you, Robert. Would like to remind you of that.
but on like see, but if you think about it though, is this guy just saying what all of us want to say anyway?
You couldn't pay me enough money in the entire world to write anything about any mental health
Yes.
diagnosis that I may or may not have to the people who pay me money for the
True.
job I'm supposed to
But
do.
but I mean like the fuck you, Robert, or like you guys are so up each other's asses that you don't know. Like I would like to say that to some people.
But here's the thing. So my larger point about this is, so we saw that on LinkedIn, and then I have screenshots of all the Slack messages we were sending to writers as being like, hey, or to editors being like, hey, we're blacklisting this guy. We will not be hiring. Like I went to my boss and was like, hey, we will not be hiring this guy. So the ones who are in charge of hiring freelancers, we all were like, hey, have you seen this guy? FYI. And we all blacklisted him because we're not working with that.
Yeah, don't.
So he's shit in his own nest.
Yeah, don't. I don't know how it necessarily is in other industries with editors and content creators, but if you're a writer and like you are a dick, everybody in our industry is gonna know it because the editors share that information across websites, across verticals within the industry. Like, yeah. I think that's really cool, by the
Oh,
way, that like all of us are like, hey, by the way, like we know everybody at the other sites.
yes. But do you remember when he was mean to Dory? There were a couple posts of him being really hateful to our friend, like an
Yeah.
actual nice person. And
Yeah.
so when we see you being mean to our colleague, an actual nice person, that just makes it entirely worse. And no one's going to be like, oh, yeah, you know what? He has a good point. He did tell Robert to go fuck himself. We should hire.
I'm hoping that people finally stopped like engaging with him because I just think that's the key that like a lot of people miss is like
Hmm.
because I know the pull to like want to engage when somebody is saying something ridiculous or hurtful or hateful, but with someone like that who's so completely like lost it, like honestly,
Yes.
and not mentally well, um I mean,
No.
he's not.
No. A subset of the crash out are the warriors for Christ. So those are the people who have like in their bios like Jesus follower, and then in all the comments they're super fucking combative, but they somehow manage to bring like Christianity and Jesus into every fucking
Oh
comment,
my
and you're just
god.
like, and they fight about everything, but it's under the guise of being a warrior for the Lord. And this is
I've
usually CEOs.
I have never seen that on LinkedIn. I have not come across those people.
I have seen it a lot. It's very, and it's usually like Christ follower, entrepreneur.
Wait, is like Christ follower first, like before like
Mhm.
whatever they
Oh,
do?
100%. It's either Christ follower or Jesus lover on LinkedIn. And again, this is a place where
I'm gonna
I
put
want to
Jesus
get a
lover
job.
in my LinkedIn profile and just see what happens.
I I want to go so people who want to hire me can find me. If I have shit that makes them go, ugh, I don't want that. And
Yeah.
if I see something that says Jesus follower, first of all, I question what that has anything to do with you as a professional.
Hmm.
And if you're not putting anything professional, then I question your ability to do the fucking job.
Yeah.
And also, you're probably really fucking annoying to talk to. And I don't want you as a coworker. I
But
obviously
Rebecca,
won't be
let's be
able to.
honest, that's everybody. Everybody's
That
annoying.
is everyone. That would be the one who like makes an HR complaint like the first time I respond to him in a GIF. Like,
Oh my god.
but I mean, that's I'm questioning like, what is the point? Are you doing it because you feel like it makes you a better employee, or are you doing it because you're fucking grandstanding? And if you are grandstanding, again, I genuinely ask on a professional networking site, what you doing there, bud? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hmm.
What are
Yeah,
you doing?
it's just like yeah, a- it's been a place for people to just I don't know, stroke their ego. And like,
Please do the dad one. Please do the dad. That's also my favorite one is dads of quote unquote smart children who say the darndest things
oh,
under the guise of,
wait, why are you asking me to do the dad one? What's the dad one?
oh, I thought you had thought you had the post that you had found.
I don't, because that's,
Oh,
I don't have that on this computer.
sorry.
You would have to do it. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. So anyway, so that's usually the one. It's like I was feeling really bad about not being able to do X, Y, and Z. And my child came up to me and said something that, every CEO would love to hear them say. And I went, you know what, wise child, that's a really good point. And that's actually my thought, but I can't say that because that's humble bragging. So I'll just make my child say it. So, like, it's a fun parable. And then I'm putting it on
I
LinkedIn.
just realized I'm stupid and I can just grab my phone. I was like, I don't have it on this computer because I want to read it.
So number one, just fucking say what you want to say. And number two, why the fuck are you bringing your kid? Again, why are you bringing your child to a professional networking site and bringing them into any of this?
Yeah.
Go for it, Jamie.
But this one's like, this one's mocking people who do
Yes,
that.
that's my favorite.
I love it. My 4-year-old froze on stage at her first ballet recital. I failed, she told me after the show. I looked at her, heartbroken, with tears in my eyes. No, I failed you. But today you've given me more than I could have ever asked for. You gave me a sad kid story to post on LinkedIn. Link what? She asked. LinkedIn, I replied. A place where depressing personal anecdotes involving imaginary children are posted and mined for engagement in order to boost one's own professional identity. She looked at me, confused. But, Dad, I cut her off. Shh.
Shh.
Probably doesn't even have a kid. Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's exactly what they all are. My imaginary child said something under the guise of being wise, and really it's just something I wanted to say, actually.
yeah. I should start doing that maybe. Maybe I need to become a LinkedIn influencer, you guys. Maybe this is it.
Or the dads, I think we talked about that last week, the dads who take their kids on vacation and then post photos so everyone can be like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
what an amazing man. He's just
Yeah.
such a good man, which again has nothing to do with can you do the fucking job I want to hire you for?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about your life. I want to know if you can do the job. And you posting that kind of thing makes me reconsider hiring you and your judgment because why are you doing it? Why are you making this choice? What does that
Mm-hmm.
have to do at all with your ability to do your job? And I think you're doing this to distract us from the fact that you actually can't do your job. So we're just supposed to think you're a nice guy and you're supposed to get by on just being like a really nice guy to work with, except you don't actually do the fucking work that I'm hiring you for.
Yeah.
That's what I tend to think. But
Oh, what was I just thinking? Um, I lost it. I don't fucking know.
cancer diagnosis is another big LinkedIn one where everyone either posts about like their own cancer or their mom or their invisible kid's cancer, like they're
That's so
protecting wise children's
personal.
cancer.
Like I would
It's
never. That's
so,
so personal.
yes.
I would tell like my tiny, tiny few close friends, and that's it. I'm not gonna
And I
post it.
understand, like, we want workers to know that they're people, but let's just be honest. When I'm trying to hire someone for a job, I want to know your skill set and how well you can do the job. I don't want to know anything else that's going to color my ability to hire you, right? Like, I don't want to know any of this.
Yeah. I have, however, seen posts that are maybe kind of like a cancer post, like I have, or like I had this big medical thing and I had to like take off
Hmm.
work. And I've seen a couple that are good, I think. They focus on this was my work's policy, and
Oh,
not
okay.
many people have this policy. You should consider having this policy. So if this comes up for anybody else,
That is a good
so
one.
like a leave, like a leave of absence policy
Yeah,
or
yeah.
like medical leave policy. Um, I know there's like FMLA and other
Hmm.
shit, but I think like these specific companies like really like went above and beyond, and they were like, I was
Yeah.
able to do this and like actually take my time to recover, and get healthy before going back to work because of these policies, and like people need to rethink like actually having these. Um, so those I can get behind.
No, and that's great marketing for the company they work at,
Hmm.
she said cynically.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but I mean I would if I would want to scream that from the rooftops if like the company I worked
Yeah.
for did something so well like that that helped me out immensely during like a hard time especially.
I've also seen posts on people whose partner have addiction issues, about losing weight or gaining weight, or their mom is dead or their pet is dead. Like, really, just again, this is social media stuff, but it is not professional networking stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there seems to be no boundaries anymore. And as I'm saying this, I feel like maybe I'm just an old person, and I wonder if like younger
Me too.
generations see things this way. But I just really don't want to know you that way, coworker. I just really don't. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't.
I've seen like just like weird pictures of like people on LinkedIn that like I've worked with closely, and I'm just like, why are
Hmm.
you posting this like selfie of yourself or like
Of your butt on
yeah,
LinkedIn.
or a picture of like your butt in a bikini, like I don't know. Um,
But there is the menace. There's LinkedIn's self-proclaimed menace, who we did reach out to, and she's taken the art of crashing out on LinkedIn to a whole other level.
yeah.
So she's a content creator, and so the copy is actually extremely funny and chaotic. and she gets engagement. So she's showing off her writing ability while
Mm-hmm.
also pointing out like the inadequacies and the lack of equity in the workplace and
Yeah.
unfair work practices, right? So she's doing that, like she's crashing out, but she's crashing out in a way that displays what she can actually do and her talents. So she's taken what I originally was like about and then managed to flip
Flip
it
it.
into something that's admirable and like, oh my God, that's there. You're
Yeah.
marketing yourself, which is what you're there to do.
Right.
You're there to market yourself.
And I think
So it's kind of brilliant.
yeah, and I think that's another good example of somebody who's maybe I shouldn't say another good example because that previous guy was not a good example, but another example, a good one of somebody who's like a lot of the time she's saying what we all are thinking and like want to say.
Mhm.
And like is that something like I would ever do like that? I mean, I wouldn't say never never, but like I'm just saying currently like no because I'm not going to say fuck you Robert to some guy that like I may need as a connection in the future.
Right.
Like but
Right.
but yeah, but I mean if I had my own thing and I was doing well and it was doing that and being like a LinkedIn menace, which she calls herself, like yeah, I would just be like, yeah, there go all my fucks. Like let's get into it. Let's go.
My favorite was a writer we fired for plagiarism who then proceeded to post all this content about actually using AI to create your content and how it wasn't bad and blah 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 blah. As like a
Mm,
fuck you guys, I'll show you.
yep.
Still not employed.
Yeah, and AI
Still not employed
is
by
another that I think that's people are like putting in a few keywords and like having AI create their LinkedIn posts and then like posting them, you know? I mean, that's another thing that's allowing
Right.
LinkedIn to get so saturated. I do want to point out, I know I think save that for in person. It's more impactful. Oh, like saying fuck you,
Absolutely.
Robert. Yeah, definitely, Pat. I love that. um, ah, I lost it. Oh, I feel like some people will be listening to this perhaps and say, well, that's why I don't use LinkedIn. Like LinkedIn is like awful. It's a cesspool. Like don't use it. Don't be on
It
it.
is.
But like
It
we
is
find
successful.
value in it. Like that's why I'm still on it because there's value in it for me. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to complain about the people who are making it less valuable for everyone. Um, and
There
also,
is a super fun voyeurism aspect to it. It
yeah,
is
there's
that is
that.
pretty great. That is
There's
my
that too.
favorite.
I mean, hey, we're doing a podcast episode about it. Again, something we don't like. I love us.
And actually, LinkedIn does include my list of enemies. So
Wait, what?
I like how we just brought that together. Yeah, LinkedIn does contain a list of enemies. So,
What do you mean it
most of my enemies
contains
are
a?
on LinkedIn.
Oh, you're just saying
The
your
peop
enemies are there. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
I thought you
So
meant
see
like
how I
you've
brought that
curated
together?
a list of people on LinkedIn, like how you could make lists on like Twitter like back in the day.
Ooh,
Um
that's a good one.
it's just like enemies. I was like a little concerned.
I do have to say though, just a small tip, if you are struggling to market yourself on LinkedIn as far as writing like your bio or your job description, I actually used ChatGPT and I was like, "Hey, I'm really struggling to write my bio. Can you ask me questions back and forth about like how I would do things and what I would do? Because I'm really bad at selling myself, right? I always kind
Yeah,
of underplay."
it's hard.
And
Yeah.
it did a great job of like
Nice.
actually here's how here's what you do, you're actually setting up processes and here's your way of thinking, and it helped me write a bio that actually showcased everything and it didn't feel like bragging. And so if you are going to use it, I would recommend it for like helping you write your bios and helping you write your job descriptions in a way that's impactful and
Mm-hmm.
uses words that are like leadership words, because that's another thing I'm not very good at.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I did this, and it's like, no, you drove that and you were the one
Mm-hmm.
who managed that. I was like, you're right, LinkedIn, or you're right, ChatGPT. That was me, but it is really good for that.
That's a good idea with the questions back and forth because like what I usually
Hmm.
do is I'll like write something out and then I'll send it to ChatGPT and be like, "Hey, can you make this better or can you make this sound more conversational or funny or a little wittier, you know?" And it'll do that.
It
But I like the questions cuz that I think
Yeah,
can pull out.
let me show you. It asked me, here, I'll read you like some of the questions, which were really great. So it said, sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you make your LinkedIn look awesome, you guys. So you're not
It was like,
a
what would you
LinkedIn
do?
asshole.
What would you do with like a content library that was struggling? Like, what was like? Take me through the steps of what you would do if you were given a vertical that was struggling, and how would you fix it? And I was like, oh, so I went back and forth, and it's like, okay, so you're SEO focused, you're revenue driven, and so I was like, oh, that's actually a really good point. So I was
Yeah,
able to kind of pick out everything that I needed to say that a leadership would want to see, um,
and you can also
and made me
leave what you
comfortable.
don't want. You know.
Oh yeah, 100%. And it helps you figure out the voice too, because I was like, this feels a little cold, but I don't want
Yeah,
it like snappy, Mick, witty. I just want it to be neutral, and
I want mine to be
so I
snappy
sound like a
McWitty.
person.
I want to be snappy McWitty.
I just, I don't know. I'm afraid to be my full self on LinkedIn, mostly because I know my full self, and I just want to say that
Mostly
it's a fun
because I
surprise
know
for
myself.
whoever hires me. I want to save my full self as a fun surprise.
This is what I forgot about that I was gonna say is I saw a post recently where a hiring manager was shaming someone for having a LinkedIn profile but it not being really filled out. So they didn't have
Oh,
like their work history in it. They didn't even have a profile photo. And like, I mean, I do think that's worth it to have, but on the other
well, that's what
hand,
a resume.
well yeah, but on the
That's what a
other hand
resume
it's
is for,
like
right?
it's like people don't have to have a LinkedIn. Like
Yeah, no.
it's like they thought about doing it and then they were like, well, this is shit, so like I'm not going to be on here, and then they left. Like they're not going to like delete their account. And so I like they were saying that they wouldn't hire somebody who didn't have a filled out LinkedIn. I think
Ew.
that's
You know
terrible.
what?
Yeah.
She's probably the type of person who's like, I love your morning routine with sparkling ice water, and I'm also going to try that.
I'm going to try that, but I'm going to try it with champagne next time. Only the nicest, most expensive champagne with ice, and I'm going to dunk my face in it and blow bubbles.
And there 100% is a lack of voices of color there too. 100%. It is mostly just CEOs and white guys being like, I wrote this book. Eh.
And like the wealth gap is very obvious.
Yes. Oh, for sure. All these
Yeah.
CEOs trying to be like the next fucking Steve Jobs and inspiring the masses, and they just
Yeah.
sound like giant fucking douchebag.
And it's just yeah, I'm sick of people being like, well, you're just lazy. You're just not doing the thing. You got to work hard and like do the thing, and then this will happen for you. And it's like, hmm, or is it that you had X amount of money, or I don't know, or like family money to go out and pursue your dream of a company you wanted to make, and this is how you did it, and like don't act like that's attainable. Like it was back when we worked editing for like student loan content. And do you remember what was it? There was like we saw some stories come out where it was like I here's how I paid off my $35,000
Yes.
student loan debt. But then we'd read the story and like the first thing is like, well, my grandpa died, so I had $50,000. And it's like, of course. What do you mean? Like, of course that's how you paid it off. What the fuck is this? Do you remember that?
Right.
Those were
I do.
everywhere.
That's right. Yeah. So it has nothing to do with your fucking job again, it's that humble brag. Look at my fat ass wallet.
It's ridiculous.
It's
Or
ridiculous.
the
It's
connections that
ridiculous.
just gave you the jump ahead. What do you mean the jump ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, that. You
Yeah.
mean?
The people who hired your friend hired you to like run the company. You know what I mean? Like you were given a
Oh, right,
boost
right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
without having to earn your place.
Yeah.
AKA daddy hired you to be the
Yeah.
next CEO.
And I mean,
Um,
like, hey, if like I could have done that, like I would probably do that too. So like that's fine, whatever. But don't pitch this to other people as like I worked hard and like I'm not saying people with money don't work hard, but I mean they probably work a lot less hard than
yeah.
people without it. There was a
The last
couple
archetype.
oh,
Oh, sorry.
There was
No,
a
no, God.
couple that was like, our parents let us live in their summer cottage and didn't have to pay rent for the first 5 years. So I just got to pay off my student loans in 2 years. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
that.
The last one that I hate to see, but for different reasons, is the obituary, is the LinkedIn obituary. And it's somebody who has died, and it's like our colleague Susan has unfortunately passed away. And then everything in that obit is just about who they were as a worker and nothing about like what a great and it's like
That's,
basically this is how much money Susan brought in and
I've
like
never seen
she
that.
was the go-getter
She was a
and
go
uh
getter.
and it's like I never want to be remembered for just like who I was to my job. I think that was so soul crushing and
That's
I,
awful.
yeah, I don't want to be remembered on LinkedIn and if anyone ever does that to me, I will fucking haunt the shit
Oh
out of
my
you.
God. I'm going to do a
Um
LinkedIn post for you. I'm ready. I'll just like post the slideshow that I show at your funeral.
yeah.
And it'll literally just be like audio and like video and screenshots of texts where you're literally just saying everything that you want to say.
Mhm,
Like, fuck you,
mhm.
Robert. I'll do a fuck you, Robert
Now,
post for you when you die, okay? On LinkedIn.
that's true. Yeah, and then you can just because again, I will be my whole self when I'm dead. That's fine. But that's what I mean. I don't
I
want
will
to
finally
be
be like my whole true self when I'm dead. That's so awful.
I don't want to be so much on LinkedIn and I don't want to
Oh my
give away
God.
so much of my personage that or my personhood or whatever the word is that that's how people remember me and she was a brilliant part of this community. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't and I think that's what I mean. It's like I want you to know what I can do professionally. I don't want you to know anything else about my life
Hmm.
at all, period. Like, here's what I bring to the table for you as a hiring manager. The end. The end. And
Yeah.
that's how it should be treated. And now it has become a way to make money. It has become a way to influence, and it has lost the purpose, which is networking and also finding your ex boyfriend and trying to figure out how much he makes and then figuring out how much more you make than he does.
See, but at the same time, Rebecca,
I make 4 times more, just FYI.
but at the same time,
Because he's a government employee and his
that's that's
salary
also
is online.
that's also spending energy on these people.
It's so worth it.
It
I
it
laughed
it
so fucking
fuels
hard. I
her.
almost threw up.
It fuels her.
Yeah, I
She
almost threw up
was
from laughing so
cackling.
hard.
You were like cackling. You're like takes off on a broomstick. This bitch. With her jelly shoes. Oh. Bah,
Yeah,
finding your ex, I'm dead. He says, yeah. Yeah, that's Rebecca. That's
yeah.
that's our Rebecca.
You just have to do that. Have you curated like your LinkedIn profile picture? Like, how much thought did you put into your LinkedIn profile picture, though?
I don't have professional headshots that I like. I guess I do
Me
have
either.
some from SLH.
Yeah, the one with our hands. That one with the pose. Do you remember they like she posed us weird
I don't
with
remember.
like the weird hand stuff?
I think what did I get to do? Oh, I was like, can I do a fun one? So like I did one where I'm like like I'm not going to use it, right? Obviously, I just wanted it for fun. And I think right at that time like Max walked by or something and he was like, "Yeah, that's Jamie." He just like walked by. He was like, "That's about right.
Profesh.
That's about right." Um
Mine is a screenshot from this fucking podcast. That's how much because I just was
yeah.
like, yeah, yoink. And
I,
that was good enough for me.
yeah, I don't have any like professional looking, maybe I should put my
I
podcast
don't
one on
either.
there or something. Like cuz I don't have any professional looking ones.
I don't either.
I just figure put the one with like, my brightest pinkest hair and maybe that will be a
Well, because
signal
that's
to
the other thing.
others.
People are going to be looking at that. So it's like I have to look clothed enough so you're not like, why is your ass on LinkedIn?
Hmm.
And I need to look like okay enough that I look professional, but not like I have a stick on my. It's so weird. Like it.
We should
That's
do.
something I really. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. That's something you really.
No, I should say that's something I put more thought into than I wanted to. Like talking about my job
Yeah.
is fine, but then the profile picture, and I guess just after 40 years of sexism, that kind of messes with me. It's like black and white it is.
Yeah. That's fair.
They don't need to know anything else. Black and white. That's all they get.
I don't think I like spend a lot of time on mine. I think I've like in my whole career, I've probably changed it like 3 times, maybe 4. But I'm not super
I'm just I'm just gonna
what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to that forum. So there's a subreddit I'm gonna put in the comments. It's for insufferable LinkedIn
Yeah,
content,
yeah.
and it is maybe my most favorite subreddit I've ever seen. We'll add it to the
Nice.
show notes. It is
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
That's what I was looking. That's where I found some of those posts that I put in Discord. It is funny. It's pretty unhinged.
Fuck. Yeah.
Um,
Um,
we should do like an
get tested.
experiment.
If you are a mental health or psychological therapist and your IQ is below 125, consider pursuing another profession. Like, that's fucking crazy. That's a
I
crazy thing. That's a crazy thing to put. That's a crazy thing to put on LinkedIn. I
that's
just
like
want to know
something you
like
like
what you do.
text your bestie or something. You're like so and so doesn't
Right.
even have yeah, like
Oh, the biggest thing though that happened is remember that couple who was at the Coldplay concert? They were having an affair
yeah.
and they found him immediately on LinkedIn.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That's like
Yeah. I just
yeah.
I peed the bed on my honeymoon. Not exactly what am I proud of. That's why is that on LinkedIn? Why? Why is that on
Here
LinkedIn?
are the 5 marketing
Why?
strategies I learned from peeing the bed on my honeymoon. Like why are these a thing? People stop.
Here's my favorite. Nobody. LinkedIn influencers. Yesterday I was walking to an interview. There was a starving dog on the road and I stopped to feed him and missed the interview. The next day I got a call asking to come in to do the interview. I was surprised, but I went. Then the interviewer came in. He was the dog. Like,
I
yes,
saw
that's
that one.
exactly,
That's why I was laughing so hard
exactly.
because I saw that one. The person conducting my interview was the dog.
Yeah. Yeah. The biggest productivity unlock I found in the last 6 months. 2 hours every day with the phone, with no phone, do not disturb sign on the door, no bathroom breaks.
What?
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 That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Here are the 5 things Ozzy taught me about startups in life. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, here's the end of the bed peer. If you can survive peeing the bed on your honeymoon, you can survive anything business throws at you.
Is that a real
If I was his wife,
post?
yes. If I was his wife, I would divorce him. Actually, we wouldn't even be married that much because if my husband peed the bed on our honeymoon, that would be
You
it.
would
I'm
be
sorry,
like,
I'm shallow,
fuck
but
you,
like
Robert.
pretty much.
Fuck you, Robert. Fuck you, Robert. Speaking of Rob. Hi, Rob. Look at Miss Thing over here with her harlot red lipstick. You love it.
Oh
Um,
shit. It's a great subreddit though. I mean, it really is. It really, really, really is. It's so great.
if you guys come across any of these like insane, unhinged, fucked up LinkedIn posts or have stories, like please share them with us in Discord. Like, please.
Oh my God, there's a
We
LinkedIn
live for this.
Lunatics Discord.
Ooh.
That's amazing.
We should just join as the Burnout Collective. And then like ooh, actually, maybe we
Today
can
we
get
had a company buy
listeners.
a 91. No, Jamie, this is so good. We had our company bought a 91-year-old employee, Alexis. They walked him in and the car was there with a big red bow on it, completely surprised. He wept. Then the owners of the company wept. And then maybe some of us did too. This is why we come to work to represent our great brand. Okay, so let's fucking break that down. Why are you still working at 91 years old?
Oh my
Really? What the
god.
fuck is he going to do with Alexis? Number two, that poor man should be retired and he's crying because he's still having to fucking work.
He's
That's why he's
crying because
crying.
he's like, I shouldn't be driving right now. I shouldn't drive anymore. I'm
I
too
can't.
old.
I actually can't drive.
I have cataracts. Ugh, my vision's just worse. It's really hard to see at night.
My wife died in the car as we were driving home from a restaurant one night. I just really shouldn't be driving.
What the fuck? But then it's a murder mystery. Just kidding. And it's
Yeah,
true
this is
crime.
fucked up. This is what I mean. And people think we're supposed to be like, oh my God, what a great person. And really, I'm like, you're a fucking psychopath. And I never want to work with you ever in my life.
Oh my god. I appreciate the people that like poke fun and do posts like mocking this shit, like
Hmm.
satire. I do appreciate that though.
Do you find work enemies on LinkedIn to see like what the recommendations are or like what people have said? Because I love to do that.
I'm
Like people
sure you
who,
do. Yes. Sorry.
mostly men, who don't do their work and make me do their work. I like to go in and just see what people have said about them and like how fucking great they were to work with
I
because
mean,
I'm
maybe
like,
I've done that
liar, liar,
before.
liar.
I guess like maybe I've done that
We
before.
absolutely, we've done it together, Jamie. Come on.
Oh,
You know
oh,
we've done it
okay.
together.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. I don't. You
Yes,
have
you
your
do.
notebook where
Because you
you
know
write
who
all
I'm
this
talking
shit down
about.
about your enemies. Like, I don't have that.
You know who I'm talking about, Jamie.
Okay. I don't. I actually don't.
Okay.
You'll have to tell me after this.
We'll tell you after. After.
We'll tell you after. We'll tell you guys after. We won't. Um.
That is my favorite thing. Like, oh, he was so good to work with. He's so smart and brilliant. He's such a great editor. I'm like, no, he's talking not. He's terrible to work with, and I hate him. I can't stand him. What are these recommendations? That's the one thing I love doing on LinkedIn that has nothing to do with anything, but you know.
Like shaming all these people for doing things that like has nothing to do with LinkedIn. You're still doing it. You're just doing it quietly, like behind
But I'm
closed
not
doors.
right. I'm not. That's the difference. I'm not posting about it, and I'm not telling anyone that I did it. That's the difference.
Except all of our listeners, Rebecca.
Except for all three of our listeners right now. All three of you now know how I use LinkedIn.
Oh my god. Are there any
Oh, shit.
are there any other good LinkedIn stories we should read?
Yeah, here's one thing that pisses me off. The ability to put parenting breaks on LinkedIn. That really fucking pisses me off. I understand why it's there,
Mm-hmm.
especially as a woman, but it angers me that I've never seen any man uh, have a parenting break on LinkedIn, and it's only been women. That really makes me mad.
Yeah.
I know there's nothing I can do about it, and that's just me bitching and moaning, patriarchy and capitalism, but I really fucking hate that feature uh, because it's used mostly by women.
Oh my gosh.
Where did you go? What are you looking at?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at Reddit.
It's great, right? Ozzy Osbourne died, and here's what I learned about
Yeah.
B2B sales. What?
No, thank you. And that's why Heike's posts on LinkedIn are good because she like she mocks. She kind of. I mean, I think she mocks, but like she does so in a tasteful way. But she's still kind of poking
Mhm.
fun and doing like satire of that kind of shit. But like she also then like gives you something that's like that's useful and that's helpful. Um, yeah, I get that. I don't get. I almost drowned in Hawaii on family vacation. Here's what that taught me about being a leader. Like, oh my god, we could come up with
Oh my
so many
God.
of these like LinkedIn influencer headlines.
How I peed the bed on my honeymoon taught me about
Episode title.
the. God.
Oh my god.
Don't pee the bed on your honeymoon. I'm taking my entire team to Bali in 2 weeks. And if you're not going, your life fucking sucks.
Oh my god, what?
Over the past year, the proudest thing I've built has been my team. We're crushers. We've studied at Harvard, Oxford, Princeton, Dartmouth, Stanford, and Ashoka. We're talented. We've worked at BCG, Bain, Bridgewater, and McKinsey. We're also nice, really, really nice. If you have to say you're a nice guy, you're not actually a nice guy.
Especially after you say
All
you're
80 of
nice,
us.
really, really nice. Like,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
No, you're
I'll
not.
tell you what I want.
All 80 of us are going to Bali, and that's a gang. Just FYI. That's a gang. 4 days of exploring, walking in a monkey forest. I hope they get shit on. And staring wistfully into endless rivers of rice paddies. Oh, okay, great. Want to go? Join us. I'm hiring right now in our founder's office. I hope monkeys throw poop at them. I really do.
Oh my god. This post is Waymo is a game changer for working parents. Need to trade off baby duty between meetings? Just buckle them into a Waymo and send them safely to your partner across town.
What?
This is serious. This kind of flexibility was unthinkable until now. So grateful for this technology. It's a picture, by the way. I'll link to this here. Let me link to this post. It's a
Oh my
picture
God.
of a Waymo with just
Oh
a
my
baby
God.
in the back, dude. Oh my God.
Oh my-
Wait.
This guy posted about his wife's suicide, and just from reading this, if I was his wife, I would also kill myself. Just saying. I get it.
God.
I get it.
This is
I
not
get it. I get why she would do that.
Does that work? Can you guys access it? That's hilarious.
Also, have you seen the people who post emojis next to their names, like an eagle and a flag? Have you seen like the CEOs who have like eagles and flags next to their name?
I'm still waiting for that TikTok of myself with my eagle.
Yeah, no. Sorry.
That's okay.
You can just wait. You can wait for a while. It's just, I don't know. Here's one confession. I'm 6 feet tall, but then it's just her looking insanely hot. Like, come on. Come
Confession,
on.
I'm
They're
6
just,
feet tall. That's all it says.
oh no, every time someone meets me, they're shocked. Maybe I give petite internet energy, but I'm actually blessed with take over the room tall energy. Since my work is mostly virtual, it almost never comes up. That's like saying, I have big juicy naturals. I've been blessed, and every time any coworker meets me, what the fuck? Why? Why are you putting that on the internet, my dude?
Oh my
How tall are
God.
you? Does it impact your work at all? That is so stupid. That is so
Wait,
stupid,
did someone
Jamie.
comment that, or are you saying that?
No, that's what she put in the end of her post.
Oh.
How tall are you? Does it impact your work at all?
Oh my God.
God, I hate the internet.
Oh, I just came across
You know
that
what?
one.
Maybe this is us. Maybe this is how it should be, and this is just us. And the lesson that we need to learn here is that it's time for us to fucking get off the internet. Maybe.
This
Maybe.
person had an interview with an AI recruiter.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, if I need a job, I need a job. But like, if somebody was like, our AI is going to interview you, I would probably be like, actually, no thanks.
Our AI is going to interview and take your baby to your husband across town. God.
Safely.
If labor introduces a wealth tax, I'm leaving for Dubai with many of my other millionaire friends. I hate everybody. I hate everyone. Okay, I have to stop. I have to get off this because I can feel my blood pressure.
Okay,
And
here.
anyone who posts remote work is a scam. Go to hell.
Here's I'll do this last one.
Please do.
I said no to another candidate today. That's 27 no's in a row for this role. Jesus Christ. And today I started to question everything. Am I being impossible? Chasing some mythical perfect person who doesn't exist? Holding the bar so high I'm hurting my team? Yes. The answer is yes.
Uh-huh.
This role
You
has
picky
been
bitch.
this role has been open for months. My team is stretched thin. Back to school season is just around the corner and we need to fill this role. But then tonight, over dinner at the office, we were telling James how he's absolutely crushing it. He's inspiring others as an engineer with his customer obsession, AI enthusiasm. AI enthusiast. There's a name to put on your resume. And speed at which he ships. He said, oh so humble, you guys inspire me. You work your asses off. You care so much. You lead by example. An employee did not say all of these things to you. These are things that you're pulling out that you want people to know about you. And then it's like the thing where you're pretending your kid said something. You care so much. You lead by example. And frankly, it's the whole team. Like, I'm sitting across from Daniel, who is so damn passionate every day. How could I not show up that way too? And it hit me. I'm not being impossible. I'm protecting something rare. When you find people that care, it's worth waiting for, blah, 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 blah. I'd rather keep the seat empty and make my team fucking suffer. We're still hiring.
Holy shit.
If you thrive...
wait, hold on a minute. Did she actually put and make my team fucking suffer?
No, I said that. No,
oh, okay. I was just like, all right, this is it. I have a new enemy. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was
I'm sorry. Because everything
Um,
else sounded so fucking unhinged. It makes sense that she would put that. Jesus.
here's
Sorry. Sorry.
if you thrive in intensity, learn obsessively, and actually give a damn, maybe you're the yes I've been waiting for. If you know someone like that, send them my way. Here's to hiring folks who raise the bar with a unicorn emoji. All right, we're done. That's to show you guys. That's it.
Wait, I have one more.
That face.
Tonight at the dinner table, I was engaging with my 15-year-old daughter Zara on possible careers. A very common and regular discussion with my teenagers. Out of nowhere, she blurts, I hope you never leave Mars, Dad. It's such a good company doing so many good things there, and it seems like you have an amazing culture there. She then reeled off all of our Mars Associate resource groups and the work they do, as well as covering off several of our local and global sustainability initiatives. I was floored. I hadn't realized A, how proudly I must talk about my work at home, and B, how much our focus on environment, sustainability, and diversity and inclusion resonates with the next generation. It reminded me again of how lucky I am to work for a principles led business that truly believes the world we want tomorrow starts with how we do business today. Your 15-year-old fucking hates you and is going no contact the second she leaves for college. Just
I thought you were gonna say the
FYI.
second like they see that was posted on your LinkedIn.
No, she fucking hates your gut. And what she actually says was, I don't want to talk about my day, Dad. Just leave me the fuck alone. That's what she actually said, your 15-year-old daughter, who fucking can't stand you because all you talk about is work and you don't care how her life is.
Oh my god.
In short, if you're going to be on LinkedIn, be a fucking menace.
But it's also okay not to be on LinkedIn, obviously. People make that
100%.
choice and I fucking get it. Like but I do think that's ridiculous that there are people out there that believe that like wouldn't hire anyone who didn't have a LinkedIn or didn't have one filled out. That's fucking dog shit and like you don't want to work for that
Yeah.
person
Just
anyway.
just keep it professional-ish. Like it can be fun. Just
Yeah.
professional-ish. Ish. Just I will take ish at this point, please. Just ish. This is why, yeah, no. Ugh.
That's why we can't have nice things.
This is why I can't have nice things, and this is why everyone has crazy fucking coworkers. Like, this is just basically everyone's fucking crazy work coworker in one spot.
Yeah. God, I feel like there's so much data to be had about like what people post on LinkedIn. Like what percentage
Oh my God,
is
like a word cloud. I wonder if there
uh-huh.
is a LinkedIn word cloud. Okay, hold on.
That would be really cool. We're kind of nerds. It's fine.
Post
It's fine.
word cloud.
I thought you said word clown. I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of that.
Oh, word cloud.
Maybe that should be my title. It's funny because I hate clowns.
No, there's not. But all right, so most common things said on LinkedIn. Nope. Okay. Never mind. It's just coming up as marketing and like how to's. Just it's fine.
Oh, you have time. We're doing an ad right now, so you have like a minute and a half. Go ahead. If you're still
Oh
looking.
no, I mean really, it's just like the most annoying things said on LinkedIn and how to avoid it and what to post on LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
Um ooh, okay. I hate everybody.
Did you see this post that's just all about oat milk?
No.
There's
Look
nothing
at oat milk.
like inherently like wrong with the post, but it's like what? It starts.
In LinkedIn?
I'll never drink. I'll never drink oat milk again. Yeah. It's like it spiked my glucose and it made me crash. Since then, I've switched to
Okay, that's
unsweetened
see,
almond milk.
that is Twitter, that is Facebook, that is
Yeah.
not LinkedIn content. That's like the text your aunt sends you.
It ends with just anyone else experience this with oat milk? Oh, and then a picture of her with a mug, like a selfie, holding up a mug and smiling. I love this. I mean, I'm having a good time. Rebecca is not. Rebecca is not having a good
I just
time.
want to know, you've been looking for a job for how long now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these people are employed, and it just makes me question everything.
Fire them all.
Fire them all. Like, why are they employed?
Yeah.
Clearly, there are better choices out there. Anyway,
Yeah. Well, this is another good episode about things we hate. Tune
things
in
we hate.
next week for more things we hate. Um,
I don't know. We were supposed to talk about something else, but then then we saw something crazy on LinkedIn. And I was like, yes, we do need to talk
I
about this
baited you
because
with this, and you were like, "Oh, I could be
you
spiteful."
did bait me to the point where I immediately dug through years worth of text messages between you and myself
She
to
did.
find those screenshots
She
from
did.
3 years ago
I didn't
with
even
that
ask.
guy
I didn't
crashing
even
the
ask
fuck
for them,
out.
you guys. I was like, "Oh yeah, I remember that," and she's like, "I have the screenshots," and I was like, "No, I remember it. It's fine." And she was like, "Let me send you the screenshots," and it was like 10 screenshots.
But they're so fucking
Listen,
good. They're
we're
so good.
unhinged,
Come
but at
on.
least we're unhinged off of LinkedIn. Okay.
Yes. We can be our whole selves when we're dead
That's Rebecca's plan.
and not on LinkedIn. I'm just saying.
Well,
I'm
no,
just
when you're dead,
saying.
it is going to be on LinkedIn, is the thing.
Any
Just as a last, like, fuck you to Robert.
fuck you, Robert. God, I regret that.
Uh,
Jesus. Anyway, we will let you guys know about our upcoming schedule. We have a
Yeah.
couple of guests in the hopper who we're hoping to bring on.
In the
Nothing
hopper.
concrete yet. Um, bleh. We're gonna circle back and put a pin in that and take it offline.
No one has actually ever said to me in the hopper. So I'm thankful.
I
Or I
need
was
a
thankful,
vacation.
Rebecca. I
I need
was
more.
thankful. I'm just kidding.
I need more vacation than these 2 fucking days.
Yeah. You're working on it. Baby steps, Rebecca. Baby steps.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, we'll let you guys know. Thank you for joining us once again. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. We'll also, yeah, we'll let you know, when Mars is gonna come on once we reschedule with
Oh,
them.
and please post any crazy
Oh,
LinkedIn
yeah.
posts that you've seen in the Discord. Please do.
Oh
Please
my
share
God.
with us.
It doesn't
We
have to
love it.
be LinkedIn. You can post any meme you want. We love memes, but for
Yeah.
this episode, yeah, we would love to see
But
that.
people you actually know crashing out and posting crazy shit, please show us. We want to see this too.
Yeah.
We want to see it. Just show us. Okay.
But it's mostly Rebecca.
That's all. Go
I'm
away
just kidding.
now.
All right, linked out. Sorry. I wanted to say that at the
Ew.
end. I know, I hate it. I just was feeling like a dad.
Thanks so much. We will talk to you guys next week. See you next Thursday.
All right. Thanks for being here, guys. See you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.